The stars shimmered peacefully above Colony Terra 9, unaware of the destruction streaking toward them. It began with silence, then fire, then screams. The Veiltheri, a reptilian empire from the Xynar arm, launched their attack on humanity's outer colonies with clinical precision. Within 40 minutes, 3 colonies Terra, 9, Helios Station, and Damaris Prime were gone. Billions of civilians vaporized. No declaration of war. No warning. Just fire from the void. High Admiral Karine Voss of the Veiltheri War Council declared it a necessary preemptive strike against a growing threat. But she had made a fatal miscalculation. Earth's official response was brief. A single message transmitted on all galactic frequencies. The blood of our people has awakened what we buried long ago. You struck our colonies. Now see what you've unleashed. No one in the galaxy understood what it meant. Not the Veiltheri. Not the other empires who had mocked humanity's softness. Earth was viewed as a trading hub, a peaceful federation with an old navy and outdated weaponry. Efficient but passive. Rich in culture. Lacking in bite. But there was something the rest of the galaxy didn't know. Humanity had buried part of its history for a reason. Commander Talia Reyes stood aboard the UNS Nemesis, a vessel officially erased from public records in 2392. Black armor coated her lean frame, and her eyes glowed faintly, evidence of neural augmentation protocols banned in the current age. They're calling it the Hidden Protocol, she said, staring at the projection of the Veiltheri fleet. Well, let's give them something to remember. The Nemesis wasn't alone. It was one of 20 deep space warships built during the last century of Earth's dark military renaissance, before the peace treaties, before the weapon bans, before humanity voluntarily erased its war doctrine. These ships weren't just armed. They were over-engineered monsters designed for one thing. Extinction-level retaliation. Hidden. Silent. Until now. The Veiltheri laughed when human ships entered Xynar space. They didn't laugh for long. In under 7 hours, 7 Veiltheri military outposts ceased to exist. Not captured. Not defeated. Erased. Plasma strikes that warped spacetime. Neural viruses that turned ships against their own. Gravitic warheads that collapsed entire battlecruisers into singularities. And worst of all, the Ghost Corps. Reyes gave the command herself. Deploy Phantoms. Once a myth, the Phantom Division was humanity's darkest secret. Genetically enhanced soldiers, sleepless, voiceless, invisible to scans. They moved through walls, planted bombs in capital ships, and vanished into the void. A single Phantom took out the Veiltheri flagship by hand. Not a shot fired. Admiral Karine Voss watched her command crumble in real time. We underestimated them, she whispered. This isn't war. It's vengeance. She tried to call for reinforcements. No response. The communication grid had been taken offline an hour ago. They were waiting, one of her officers stammered. They planned this. Voss nodded grimly. No. They were hoping they'd never need it. The Galactic Council called an emergency meeting as reports flooded in. Ambassador Rekshaw of the Drell Confederacy stood in front of the assembly, pale scales twitching with fear. The humans aren't just retaliating, they're unmaking Veiltheri space. This isn't strategic warfare. This is surgical annihilation. But they're just humans, a diplomat muttered. They don't have that kind of power. They do, Rekshaw replied. They always did. They just chose peace. We mistook their silence for weakness. Back on Earth, President Ayan Mbeki sat in the command center beneath the Pacific Ocean, another relic from the hidden era. She watched as red dots representing Veiltheri fleets vanished from the star map. They took our children, our farmers, our healers, she said softly. Now we take their fire. An aide stepped forward. The remaining Veiltheri colonies are requesting terms of surrender. Becky narrowed her eyes. Surrender implies mercy. We're not at the mercy stage yet. By the end of the 3rd day, the Veiltheri Empire no longer existed. No survivors. No resistance. Only ash drifting through fractured orbits. The galaxy fell into stunned silence. No one dared speak Earth's name. Trade with humanity doubled. But so did distance. No more mocking. No more threats. In quiet corners of the galaxy, whispers grew. Don't provoke the humans. Pray you never see the Nemesis. Because if they ever wake the hidden again, nothing survives. One Veiltheri transmission was recovered before their systems failed. They struck us down with silence. No war drums. No speeches. Just shadows. Just fire. We thought we struck a sleeping giant, but we'd only poked the tombstones. And the dead inside weren't dead at all.